Hello, my name is David Roach and I'm going to tell you about Astrid the organ. Astrid is a Dutch street organ built in 1957 by Jan Roos of Rotterdam. I'm pretty certain I'm saying his name wrong, so I'm very sorry about that, but he is still alive and this was his first organ. When Astrid was built, she was way smaller. A big part of the culture of these kinds of organs, such as dancehall organs and street organs, relates to customization. The majority of ranks and pipes on Astrid weren't added by the original builder. It's all been down to the commitment and interest of Francis Stapleton, Astrid's current owner, as well as Astrid's previous owners and the organ builders that they have chosen to work with over the time that they've owned Astrid. If there's one thing I'd really like to hammer home, it's that organs of this type are very unique. Harley Crossley, the organ from my previous video, is a good counterpoint illustrating this. One problem organ enthusiasts come across is that different books were written for different organs, so sometimes you don't have certain features available on one organ that you do on another. So that's something we have to be really mindful of when we're buying it for organs. Luckily, we have the technical specification of Astrid, so we should be fine. In order to get Astrid to perform, we feed her music via a SD card. Lots of organs similar to Astrid have these built in, but originally performances were achieved by feeding the instrument cardboard books with little holes cut into them, like a player piano. In fact, the repair shop we were in contained a lot of player pianos, so I wagered that there are a lot of similarities in the repairing processes for both instruments, which is pretty cool. So, in November, Francis and I travelled down to Kent to have a look at Astrid while she was in repair. The repair shop was absolutely crazy, and the fronts and organ decorations that were being stored gave a real flavour of what these organs were made for. Brightly coloured, they're designed to bring people in, to attract business, to get money. Obviously things are a bit different now. Maintaining these organs is more a matter of preserving a musical history, but it's incredible to see how massive and wild these instruments can be. The organ specialist Francis works with is a real craftsman and luthier. It takes a phenomenal skill and knowledge to be able to tune, maintain and rebuild these instruments. As a quick aside, you can see through some of this footage that the pipes on Astrid are really close together and packed tight. You can move these all around on the instrument, and that's one of the strategies that builders use to make sure they can fit all of these new things in. There are 6 ranks on Astrid, each with different features, capabilities, ranges and timbres. Generally speaking, ranks are categorised according to their function on a given organ. This doesn't mean they're necessarily more suitable for one thing over another, it's just a type of labelling. On Astrid we have melody, counter-melody, accompaniment and bass ranks. The biggest difference is in the way that these make their sounds. Some of the pipes have a magnetic action that allows a tighter control of the airflow. This is a really fast action. And some of the ranks have a different pneumatic action. A valve controls the airflow, and this action is minutely slower. This is all explained in the technical specification I've created, but just be mindful of it if you're thinking of writing very fast lines for the bass elements of Astrid, because that's not something that she's really suited to. 2 of the stops were unavailable at the time of filming. They were still being built and tuned, but our host, a magnificent organ repair specialist, kept 2 pipes aside just so we could hear the timbres of the missing stops, which were piston and jazz flute. So, here they are.
Okay.
So that's the straight, and then this is the valve mechanism on the back.
That's the
So that's with the vibrato.
trumpet. Ah, cool.
So that's
Cool.
it.
Like many of these organs, Astrid has a serious amount of percussion built in. The woodblock and the snare each have 2 beaters, so it's possible to program drum rolls in for those instruments. Each beater is controlled by a different MIDI value, but everything else has a single beater and a single MIDI value. There are some difficulties with the relationship between MIDI programming and how immediately a sound is produced. On certain occasions there is a short delay between when a sound is activated and when it's actually audible. For example, when a MIDI command is sent to the bass drum, it activates the movement of the beater, so the beater has to reach the drum before it is sounded. But don't worry too much about this if you're writing a piece for Astrid. Just make sure everything's cleared on the score, and Francis will make sure it all works before any performances. Anyway, that about wraps it up for this. Make sure you read the technical specification, listen to the audio. I've got absolutely tons of songs listed in the description, and check out all the other associated files. If you've got any questions, just please get in touch with me. And thank you very much. I hope you enjoy writing for Astrid.